just let me set up and give me a few seconds. Right, hang on. Just got to test things. Right, let's see if it's working well. I think I might have to give it a bit more on the sound. Definitely need to edit the filters, I'd say. Right, let's try that. Actually, there we go. That sounds a bit better. Right, so let's make sure I've not got this on, because that would be pretty problematic. And now it's time to pop out the chat so I can actually see it. Right, there we go. You just put it up here. Not sure that's the right one, to be honest. This one must be it. So hang on, I need to check to see if it is the right one. Right, pop out chat. Right, there we go. This has to be the right one. I'm just a bit paranoid sometimes. It's the wrong window. That's the right window. I'm just going to move that there a little bit. Right. Should be fine now. Should be able to play the game. That is a pretty small window, come to think of it. Really, I should just pull it down a little bit. Yeah, that should do. I'd say that should do. Right. I'm going to carry on with some Castlevania Curse of Darkness. But first I need to get out of this place because, yeah, I was basically trying to get this weapon. And in doing so I had to come here to kill these guys over here. And steal dark crystals from them. So now I have to teleport back, but I don't know what this combine is. Oh yeah, that's Damascus Steel Rapier in it. I'm not sure if I want to use that, to be honest. Like, I forget where Damascus Steel comes from. I think it comes from these Iron Knights, but I'm not really too sure, to be honest. Let's put it this way, I don't think I had that much of it when I played it for the first time. So yeah, I'm not sure I want to use it. But what I do want to do is use a memorial ticket so I can go to the Infinite Corridor, which we're getting near the end of the game, so as I say, I did say that I was going to try and finish the game in the stream, so this is the perfect time to go and do it. Now the thing I need to make sure that I'm doing is going the right way before anything. Right, so I've got that. Yeah, there we go. We want to make sure that we can control the innocent devils, otherwise, yeah, it could go wrong. Oh shit, that went well. Yeah, the good thing about this weapon is that enemies that like to charge into you, you can basically just kill them really easily. And yeah, they'll just basically dash into you and you can stun them and keep hitting them when they're near you. It's a pretty handy weapon, especially in areas where there's tons of enemies around. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome weapon. Not really sure it is the best weapon. I know you can do that as a finisher, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I probably should. Oh, hang on. The innocent devil's fine with him at the moment. But yeah, there's another one which does a pretty epic finisher. I think it's that. Oh no, not that. I'm just trying to pull it off. This, oh no, wrong one. Oh well. Yeah, I buggered it up. At least I don't have to get footage for a review anymore. That's one thing that I don't have to deal with anymore. Thankfully. But yeah, I really shouldn't be using this weapon for Red Stinger because I think Red Stinger has, let's just flip hand back in so I can actually check what the highest one for Red Stinger is. Yeah, he's definitely going down the sword path. I forgot how many he needs though. What I might actually do is summon Boss and Birth for this because I don't really know what path I'm going with him, so I might as well just use the guitar while I'm using him. Yeah, you can use this ability, which is pretty awesome. The good thing about this weapon is that it chains infinitely, so if you keep mashing the button, you'll just keep hitting with it, which is pretty good if you ask me. Like, the only disadvantage is that you lack mobility when you're doing it, but other than that, it's really handy, because you can just stand in one place and, yeah. If all they do is hit you with close quarters combat, then you basically can't get hit. But yeah, it does take some time to hit with it, but you can do like a aerial attack like that, which can be handy. Yeah, this weapon's pretty fun. I really like this weapon. Well, it is my favourite weapon, so yeah, and for a reason as well. There we go, that's what I tried to do. Yeah, I might as well use this weapon for this. It does take some time to kill enemies with this weapon, but you can't deny it's awesome. And it's effective as well, because it means that nothing can really hit you. If they're up close, that is. As long as you keep using it. The only problem with it is that, well, I did evolve there, so yeah, but when it comes to picking up items, it can be a bit of a pain, because you kind of lack mobility, so that's the problem with it. But yeah, we got Talon Rod, by the looks of it. Right, there we go. Oh, really? Yeah, its recovery is probably its weakness, and the fact that it leaves you pretty much stationary. And sometimes enemies can be smart and use those moves. like from afar, which can be a bit of a pain as well. But yeah, I want to dedicate this stream specifically to the electric guitar. Because there's an area in this... Oh shit, I shouldn't have run into that. There's an area in this level which is really good for this weapon, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to get it, because it's really handy to get it here. And you can use this weapon to farm as well when you get to that area. Yeah, the Infinite Corridor is pretty odd. That's the best way to describe it. It's a very odd location. I think you have to go this way to make progress though. But yeah, if you're looking in the sky, I don't actually think you can. That's... it's a bit cloudy, I guess, but yeah, you can't actually look up. It's only like... You can look down, but you can't look up. Pretty much. Let's put it this way, even if you could look up, well, even if you think that you could look up, like you go down here and then you press down, you can't. I like how he says let's go when he starts using it. But yeah, it's an awesome weapon. And thankfully, due to the sacrifice brooch, I don't actually have to worry about healing, because I can just pick up hearts. The only time I do have to worry about it is in boss fights. So really I should have focused on using that sacrifice brooch more in my original playthrough. But I didn't really need it that much. By the time that you get it, the game's not too difficult. Well, I suppose I was grinding a little, so yeah. I mean, I can't help it, but yeah, I'm not going to grind this time. Circle scissors. I've never actually seen that move, so I'm going to have a look at it. Oh! That actually looks pretty awesome. But it actually just seems to have the same effect as my guitar, except I can actually move. Oh shit. So really, it's kind of pointless at this point. Yeah, that recovery is a bit whatever. But then again, so is the spears. Oh crap. Yeah, I might as well use a bit of both, just in case they try to get close. Actually, I can do that, rush into him, and yeah. That's a good way of dealing with him, I suppose. But yeah, you're left immobile when you are recovering, you see, and that's the problem with it. So aside from mobility, it's probably the best weapon in the game. Oh, well, it's not the most powerful, but yeah. And also, if you're up against enemies that shoot projectiles at you, it's not really going to be helpful, let's put it that way. But if they're only going to hit you like up close, then yeah, you don't really have much to worry about. Yeah, let's just use the lightning strike. Look at these guys, they're just too pussy to come near me. Right, let's just try and grab all these before they disappear. That's one of my pet peeves, when you're trying to grab something and it disappears. Such a pain. Like, why do items have to disappear if you don't grab them? I don't understand if someone were to steal that item, but for the items to just disappear, it just makes no sense and it's just annoying. Yeah, that attack I think would be annoying. Oh shit, actually hit with it. That's not good. Yeah, eat some of that. There's a lot of spirits in them around this area. I don't know why, but they are, and they can be a bit of a pain. But yeah, another thing about it is you can use the finisher and then go straight into like continuing like the regular attack, and then yeah. So you don't have to actually use the recovery after you've used the finisher, you can just keep hitting, which is pretty handy. So it's a bit different from other weapons in that sense. But it does allow you to vary things up a little bit, so if you need to maneuver around, then you can use this move, and it allows you to move from place to place, which can be pretty handy. But yeah, there's a Rosario there and I want to pick it up. So yeah, I might as well use the recovery so I get the accuracy when I'm moving. Yeah, this place can be a bit confusing at times. I mean, every place in this area can be a bit confusing. Every place in this game, I mean, can be a bit confusing at times. But, yeah. This place in particular, because... oh, shit. This isn't going well. I think I need to swap weapons. And as such, I'm going to swap back to Red Stinger, and I'm going to start using the sword. Because as much as I like using the guitar, I think a sword's going to be more helpful here. But which sword should I use? I think I got the bastard sword, yeah. I'm going to use that. Unless there was something better. Actually, fuck it, I'm going to use the dragon killer. Yeah, it kills those guys quick, so yeah. Yeah. It's definitely a pretty useful weapon against these enemies, if you ask me. Like, I find that this weapon's pretty useful against, like, magic wielding enemies, because it... well, or any enemy that... I find that it's really useful against those white dragons, because, like, it deals a lot of damage, and the aerial for this weapon is really handy against them. It's just, like, the perfect aerial hit for them, because you don't want to be in the air too long against them, because if you're in the air too long, then they might hit you, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to use the two-handed sword against those guys. But these guys, well, back to the electric guitar for these guys. Actually, do I really want to? No, I think I can go back to the sword. Need to be a bit more careful. It's not really the best weapon for dealing with spirits, but it seemed to one-shot that spirit there, but yeah. Oh, did it one-shot him? I don't know. Yeah, that move's awesome. I will bring the electric guitar back out, but yeah, at this point I just want to... I really need to get Red Stinger leveled up. That's one thing I definitely need to do. Yeah, push those guys away. Oops. Yeah, I wanted to hit him, not hit the air next to him. But yeah, as you can see, it's a very swift hit, which can be really handy against certain enemies. Yeah, that attack can be nasty. But it looks like Red Stinger's been dealing with them. This is where it starts getting weird. In a way, this kind of reminds me a bit of Shadow Hearts 3. Where you've got, like, there's a dungeon in Shadow Hearts 3 which looks a bit like this. I've forgotten what exactly it is, but it definitely reminds me of a dungeon from Shadow Hearts 3. Like, you know how you got these, like, ruins in the South America bit? Yeah, it reminds me of one of those. Yeah, these guys are just annoying, really. And I just got cursed, so yeah, I'm going to just equip the curse thing, I suppose. Oh, I don't have one. Great. I must be thinking of something else. I must be thinking like I'm playing on my regular file, on my main file, where I do have the curse ring. But I'll have to use uncurse at this point, I guess. Which isn't too big of an issue. But if you run out, you're kind of fucked, because you can't duo. And I think I'm cursed again, yeah. They are a bit annoying, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm so used to pressing the circle button for exiting games, but you don't actually press it for this game. At least to exit things. Now, I could have got the electric guitar in this area, but I thought I'd get it earlier. Just so I could get my review out faster, because yeah, I just wanted to get it out, and I finally did. Which is a good thing, because like, it's good to get the review finished, you know what I mean? It just gets it off my chest and all that. But yeah, I think I covered more or less everything that I needed to with it. I mean, this game doesn't really have too many issues. It's a fun game. What more do you want? Like, it is what it is. It's one of those games where it is what it is, you know what I mean? You're either not gonna like it or you're gonna like it. You know, those games can be tricky to review at times, because it's just like, you know, it is what it is, and there's going to be people who don't like this, and there's going to be people who like this, and that's it, you know what I mean? It's like Painkiller, for example, like, you either love it or you hate it, you know what I mean? This is one of those games, like, but unlike Painkiller, like, it isn't what I consider the best of its kind, or is it? That's the thing, because if I was talking just beat-em-ups, then probably not, because there are better beat-em-ups out there. But in terms of the style of beat 'em up it's going for, like, because this game is very much like, for example, it's a bit like, as I said in my review, it's like Kingdom Hearts, Drakengard, that sort of game. I would actually say that it is the best of its kind, personally, because I just think that it has the right balance of action and the kind of like RPG elements. Great, I'm really getting cursed a lot here. Maybe I shouldn't be fighting these guys with this weapon. Yeah, not a good idea. Because it means I have to constantly go into the menu just to use an uncurse. I suppose I should just carry on. Oh, these guys. Oh shit, well, I've got an ectoplasma behind me there. And now it's doing the same thing I did before, where it's changing the targets for some reason, I don't know why. Like I say, it must be something to do with the controls on my emulator, because I am using an Xbox controller, and yeah, it might be like, because the right trigger is designed differently to like the R2 button. I mean, this did have an Xbox version, so you don't think it's an issue, but I'm playing the PS2 version at the moment on emulator, so I'm not sure if it's the best controller to use for it, but yeah. But yeah, I'm so obsessive when it comes to destroying these torches. But one thing I do want is to, well, after I've destroyed all the torches, because I'm obsessed with destroying torches, is to sit on here, because if you sit on here, not only do you get a chair for your collection, but you also get this. Yeah, Emperor's Throne. But now we have to bring out Mini Satan so that I can inspect the contents of these boxes. Inside them there are some handy items. There's a carbon steel underneath there. Bit of Fuji, those are pretty handy, although I can steal them, so yeah, I have stolen a bit of them. Wait, I have stolen a few of them. Yeah, I could have used that dark crystal, but like, I just thought, what's the point, I might as well just steal it. It's easy enough to steal anyways. And forgotten memory, and it's so forgotten that I've forgotten what it actually makes. I think that's a ceramic. Oh no, adamantine. Yeah, I forgot about adamantine. And this is ceremonial tool. That's pretty important. So, yeah, I think there's something that I need to combine using the ceremonial tool, to be honest. Nodachi, ether, lightning stone, dark crystal. I think I can make something with that, but I need a Nodachi for it. Fortunately though, I can make a bamboo sword, so I might be able to make it. Is this the item I think it is? I hope it is. I think it will be. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's the Muramasa. It's about damn time I got this weapon. This weapon's awesome. But yeah, it's an improvement over the Dragon Killer, believe it or not. Yes, there is a weapon stronger than Guts' sword, or whatever his name is. That's the thing, it's not really Guts', it's Guts, but I don't know, I'm not great with grammar. But, yeah. Still don't know what that makes, but yeah. Mace, carbon steel, holy man's vein. I forgot what that makes as well. What does this make? Long spear, adamantine. Long spear was pretty handy. Do I really want to get shot of it? It might actually be a handy spear though. Oh, I forgot about this. I really need to get the knuckle. Yeah, I definitely need to get this. It's really handy. God, I'm running out of freaking bronze. Yeah, the pata. So you can be like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I don't think we need that. But this could be handy. I mean, the long spear really did serve me well, I'm not going to lie, but if this is what I think it is... Oh no, it isn't, sadly. I do think that it'll be important though, but... I think I'm going to make another long spear just in case, because it is a handy weapon. And with that, well, I'm not really sure, because, well, let's have a look at armour first. We've got ceremonial tool, Brigandine, and oh, another adamantine. I know where you get adamantine from. I know exactly where you get it from, but yeah, I haven't got any, so that kind of sucks. But I'd rather get the adamantine one at least for now because I know it's going to be pretty good. So yeah. Now where I want to go, I'm going to find out where I need to go first. Oh, we've got more thunder dragons. But what I want to do is get Red Stinger back out. He needs to evolve very quickly, so yeah. As soon as possible, please. Give me those red crystals. Yeah, I like how, like, the Muramasa, I think it's called Muramasa. I always get confused between Muramasa and Masamune. But, yeah. I like how it makes these, like, kanji symbols whenever you slice with it. Yeah, I didn't want you to switch targets. We've got more meat. Not that we need it, because I can heal with hearts now. Oh shit. Right, more evolution crystals, nice. Yeah, I tend to find that the devil type, innocent devil, is kind of more like, I kind of use him as a tank for sacrifice, really. That's probably the best thing to do with him. I mean, he does have the magic circle, but you can't really do anything when you're in the magic circle. Or at least the regular magic circle. There are other ones that you can get at later evolutions, but the way things are now, it's just not worth having... It's just not worth using magic circle. It's better to just use sacrifice or brooch, because at least you can do things while he can tank for you. Now this is where we need BMG. Remember when I said that you need a certain, well, that you need the Juggernaut to access a certain area? This is that area. So what I want to do is use brute force level 2. Now you need to get the Juggernaut summon or Juggernaut innocent devil to get access to brute force level 2. So yeah, it's important that you get this guy if you want to get the stuff in here. Now this is one of the, what I like to call, grinding areas of the game. I didn't really mean to do that. I'll just move that back. There we go. Right. I'm going to summon Boss and Birth, and I'm going to bring out the electric guitar, because it's going to be really useful in this area. Oh, I've clicked the wrong thing. Need to go to equip. It's not like Symphony of the Night where all the equipment is shared in the same spot as the items, which was kind of annoying. Right, let's get the electric guitar out. Yeah, let's go. Indeed. And yeah, just basically just rock out as they surround you. Yeah, it's the best thing to do. And you can just keep going. Oh, shit. Or not, or you can fuck it up. Right, let me just grab the... Yeah, I should have just kept going. I shouldn't have used that finisher. There is still a bit of downtime when you use the finisher, unfortunately. But, yeah. I mean, it can be handy, but I just mistimed it. Horribly mistimed it. Yeah, it also takes a bit of time to start it up as well. Right, there we go. Yeah, that recovery time just takes a while, but I just need to bring him back to life. There we go. Oh shit. Yeah, perfect. That's what I want. I wanted you to run into my trap. Yeah, you can use lightning strike on all the stragglers that don't get hit by it. That'd be handy. Right, are you gonna run into me or what? Are you too scared of my metal music? I still want to get the crystals though. This is probably a lot easier to do with the sword as this specific grinding area. There is another one though. But that grinding area is a lot easier to get access to. This one's probably better with the sword for reasons. Yeah, I probably should. Well, let's not let our companion get hit first. Because that would be terrible. Yeah, you thought you could charge at me, did you? Yeah, gather around, guys. There's plenty of metal for the lot of you. Plenty of metal to go around. Ooh, freeze. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never learned that move with the mage one. I should probably pick up those hearts, but at the same time it's kind of like... Oh, really? My god, the mage one is pretty freaking... so easy to kill in this game, like, I can't stress, like, it is the most... It's probably the weakest of all the innocent devils, let's put it that way. Right, let's just do that. At least that gets them out of the way. Yeah, probably not the best one to try and grind, all things considered. Like, if this was the fairy one, it wouldn't be so bad, but unfortunately, this isn't the fairy one. This is the mage, and the mage isn't... Like, the mage is so easy to kill. That's the problem. I suppose the mage does... Oh, fuck you. Like... I got so unlucky there. Yeah, these guys are probably not the best to use the guitar on, and there's a reason for it. But I thought that they would be, considering the fact that the arena where you actually use the guitar the best is similar to this. It's just the enemies. You're better off using the sword for these guys, to be perfectly honest with you. But, whatever. I mean, Boss and Birth does need leveling up a little, so yeah, but I'm going to swap to the sword because, yeah, this isn't the area that I was thinking about. The area I was thinking was another area entirely, so I'm going to bring out the better weapon for these guys, which is this weapon. This is the best weapon to deal with these guys, if you ask me at least. Whoops. I'm thinking if I'm... It's as if I'm playing Dynasty Warriors where I'm pressing the triangle button instead of the circle button. Right. Yeah. This is how you deal with these guys. Right, I need to stop picking the wrong weapon. And we killed them all. But yeah, these are basically grind points. My advice, if you plan on grinding with the sword and getting like red crystals, this is the best place to farm red crystals in the game. You've got a save point right there, and an area which is filled to the brim with tons of enemies that just constantly spawn in. So yeah, it's the best area in the game to grind red crystals. Unfortunately, I just suck when it comes to not getting hit by these guys. But, as you can see, plenty of red crystals to go around. I would like to get the end. That would be nice. Let's make sure I hit all of them. And we got a Rosario, which was poorly timed. That couldn't have been any... Oh, yes, we got him. The evolution. It's about damn time. From Gale to Brow. And that means that I should bring out BMG, because I finished with Red Stinger for now. There's nothing I can do with him for a while. The problem is that I've focused BMG on the axe side, which, yeah, probably not the best idea, but oh well. I did start with the sword to be fair, but I decided to take him down the axe path, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Not really. Right, hang on a minute. I want to make sure I get the crystals. Yeah. I like to get the 4-hit combo so I can use that attack. Ah, got hit by it. Tried to do the aerial attack. That right there would have made an interesting screen cap. Oh, and yeah, if you have the Mazamune, you have that move, which is pretty awesome. You can't do that with the Dragon Killer. Did I block that or not? That's a good question. Yeah, that ability is still useful as ever though. But yeah, I think I overdid it a bit there. But yeah, at least there's a lot of combos that you can do now with the two-handed sword, so it makes it more viable now. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna collect some shit. There should be more of these enemies coming up. And now for some reason Fly has appeared and it's trying to annoy me like it did before. Yeah, I like how it keeps going, even when you are, like... Yeah, this is getting pretty tough. I'm gonna have to use Humming Eye to get rid of those guys. That wasn't good. These Thunder Dragons have been a pain. Not as much of a pain as this fly flying around me is. Why do flies always pick me to fly around? So have we got nothing better to do? Right. We get it. You're annoying. Jeez, these guys couldn't have the these guys couldn't have, like, more perfect timing if they tried. Like, look at that. And that. Yeah, I'd say that can... Oh, God. The timing on their attacks is just absolutely perfect. Like, just before I can hit them. These guys definitely took lessons. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Pressed the button, but it was too late. I already attacked. Oh, he's back. Right, at least we killed them then. I think these guys respawn endlessly, to be honest. I'm not actually sure, to be honest. All I do know is that it's good XP in crystals. There we go. No, I just need to stop getting my ass kicked. Yeah, these are really good crystals, I'll definitely say. Oh shit, I've seen my health and it's pretty low. All things considered. Yeah, I really let myself go when BMG died. Not a good thing. Right, let's try not to get hit too many times this time. Yeah, I wanted to do a short hop there so I could just hit him quickly. And finally, he's evolved into his final form, which is Liquid Golem. And no, it's not voiced by Cam Clark. But yeah, this move's awesome. Especially dealing with these guys. But I was trying mainly to pull off the other move. This move. Unfortunately, I got the wrong move. But yeah, this guy has some abilities that you can learn, which might come in handy. So yeah, I think I killed them all. Oh, we've got ectoplasm and these mage guys. Yeah, I think it calls for some homing eye action. Yeah, I never got Liquid Golem before, so we'll just have to see what he's like, I suppose. Ah, shit. I guess we're not going to see what he's like then. Let's go with Bio Phoenix. Don't think we need to evolve anyone else now. Well, I need to evolve Boss and Birth, but I'm just going to level up Bio Phoenix. Pretty much, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's just use Firebird so I can breeze through everybody. That's one way to deal with the problem. There we go. Ah, freaking hell. The curse is so annoying. Yeah, that attack is a real pain in the ass. Big Bang. Nice. And that's his final move, if I recall. But yeah, my summons are taking a bit of a beating. And so am I, so I'm going to bring out Mini Satan. Yeah, I'm probably going to grab that. Because, yeah, it could be handy. Right, let's... God, these ectoplasms are just annoying. And so is the fact that I'm too used to using the freaking circle button for cancelling. I blame that on playing a lot of JRPGs, because a lot of JRPGs do that. Ah, fuck you. And your freaking paper of doom. Yeah, have some of that. At least we got a potion. Save some money. I think there's something up here. Right, what is up there? I've forgotten now. Phlogiston. Oh, I remember this. I think that's used for some equipment, but for what, I have no idea. I've forgotten. Right, Phlogiston. Now I've got the fly flying around me again. Special, what's that? Oh, hey KJ Gamer, how you doing? Do I dare? Do I dare use this combination? I don't know which would be the best one to do. Unless there's some armor that I can use some of it. I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking of going with the special, but is there a sword that uses it? That's a good question. Because if there is a sword that uses it, then I'll probably go with that. Yeah, I really should actually... I can't make a short sword, can I? No. Right, what's this? Yeah, part of me doesn't want to do this, but... I don't really use axes that much, that's the one problem with it. I think I'll just leave it for now, to be honest. We'll just see what we get. We might get something important that needs it. Who knows? Like, for example, I think there is another piece of equipment that needs it, I don't know. There we go. Killed them, and yeah, this finish is awesome. That was not awesome. Wait, did it kill? Oh, what? What just? Oh, that freaking paper hit me. Seriously, paper is a pain in the ass. Yeah, stop with the paper, buddy. It's starting to get a bit annoying. Right, hang on, let's grab the freaking hat so that my freaking innocent devil can be reborn. Yeah, I didn't really want to get this innocent devil because it's not really got the best abilities, but it's okay, I suppose. Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, it comes with Crystal Skull, and Crystal Skull just... I just don't get it. What's the point in that move? Well, I think it does something, but if I recall, nothing of value. It's not as good as you might think it is by looking at it. Yeah, this attack is a bit annoying. It's the one thing about him that uses that one attack. Right, let's go back and see. I really should bring him out, but yeah, I've got everybody's moves now, except, well, I don't really have any moves for BMG. He has another move, but there's no point in learning that now. So, I suppose I can try and bring BMG back in, and try and bring him back to life. That's probably the best thing I can do, so that I might be able to learn a move of him. And then, once I get to the room that I want to get to, then I can swap back to Boss and Birth, and I can get Boss and Birth back up. Because what I want to do with him is like evolve him to his final form, and yeah. Wow. Oh shit, now I'm getting hit by the dragons. They would be positioned in that position, wouldn't they? just to fuck with me. Now you got these guys, and these guys distract, so that these guys can just prod you from afar. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you died first. That would save me a lot of issues. I could probably use the lock-on, but yeah, it's locking onto them. I just want to hit these guys first so that they're out of the way and not constantly hitting me while I'm trying to kill everybody else. That'd be handy. But it's difficult because those guys are in the way. And this is a pretty annoying combination of enemies right here, considering the fact that you can't actually get underneath these guys either because of all the water around. Right, got him. Now just kill the rest. Shouldn't be too difficult. Especially considering that move deals a lot of damage. Oh, that was perfectly timed again. For him, I mean, not for me. God, they're dealing a lot of damage to me now, aren't they? I really need to get my freaking innocent devil back in action. Yep, another failure. Yeah, this is starting to really not be good. I need my innocent devil back so I can get the freaking sacrifice. Finally. Yeah, it's that freaking annoying, those freaking annoying thunder dragons that are causing the issue. But yeah, this weapon is pretty handy once you've got rid of all the thunder dragons. Mercury Sphere, I don't know what that does. I've learned a lot of new moves recently. Okay. It turns him into a giant blob. I have no idea what that does, but I guess it flies around and hits things. Turns into like the Spherimorph from Final Fantasy X. Right, there's tons of these guys here. To be perfectly honest with you, I think hit press would be the handiest thing to do here. Although, to be honest, that really didn't do what I wanted it to. I wanted it to hit a much larger area of enemies, but it didn't. It would help if I was like targeting. That would really help. Yeah, that's probably why I'm having such a tough time. Because I'm free targeting. It should be locked on. It is a lot easier when you lock on. Yeah. Just want the lock on to stay on this time. Right. So now we've killed all those guys. I'm gonna just see if I can smash something in here, maybe get something out of it, I don't know. You never know what you're gonna get out of these. Right, so I don't think I'm going to need to keep the sword on for too long, but I know that I need to summon Barrow Phoenix for one section. I might as well heal now. Well, I'll kill these guys first, fuck it. Yeah, that went well. Oh, that was perfectly timed, that. For me this time. Yeah, I'm playing a bit too lax, but that's part of the reason why I like having the sacrifice branch, because it allows me to play a bit lazier than normal. And considering the fact that I'm streaming, yeah, I'm probably going to be playing lazy. Not that I'd play any better if I wasn't playing lazy. Yeah, this is where I grind, but I prefer to grind in the other area though. This area is, the reason why is because I like to use the electric guitar, and the electric guitar is not the best weapon for this area. This is the best area to grind red crystals, I'd say, but I'd say if you wanted to grind levels, it's probably not the best. The best area is probably the other area where you have those assassin guys that, yeah, it'd be handy if you just stop doing that. Like, it's where those assassin guys are, which I find that a lot easier to do, personally, because you can use the electric guitar to just constantly kill them, and you basically just like, they just gather right into a corner, so you can just keep just jamming on the electric guitar, which is pretty awesome, and then just sit there and just grind until they're all dead, and then just gather all the special crystals and experience. So yeah, I mean, it's not the highest damage, but it's still really effective, and you just basically just stand there and press one button. So yeah, magma mode. I honestly don't know what that means. Does that make him stronger or something? Right. Now I can finally heal. Because I was getting analed by all the freaking enemies before, and particularly those thunder dragons. Those were causing me problems. And those freaking guys who throw paper at you. Yeah, there's another way over there. I should go that way first before I leave. I'm partially tempted to kill these guys, but I don't think I just want to get to the other area because it's better. I don't really need to level up anyone with sword anymore. I just need to level up Boss and Birth and then fully evolved. So, yeah. To be perfectly honest, these guys are not the best. At least at this point. Well, I guess they're alright with the two-handed sword, I suppose. You have to time it well. Right. If one doesn't hit me, the other one will. Right, there we go. Yeah. Probably not the best weapon, I don't know. Because you only have 2 hits, and if you miss them, you're screwed. Right, there we go. Yeah, I just want this one item on the other side of this room. That's all I'm after right now. But that's easier said than done, isn't it? I think it'd be easier to use Homing Eye at this point. Just to basically kill these things. And fortunately they're all dead now, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And the lightning stone, well, I had one before, but it's always nice to have another for free. There's a lot of these around, these torches. But I really want to get back to the other room, because the other room, which is what I like to call the flying room, because you need to use the flight enemies to get to it. I want to go to that room, because that's the easiest place to grind, if you ask me. But to get there, I need to go over here. I better get Battle Phoenix out for this one. And once I do, I can try out Big Bang, I guess, because I've never used it. I suppose I could try it out here. Whoa. Did he just kill himself? Wow. That better do a lot of damage considering the fact that he just murdered himself. Right. So I guess I should really it would probably be a good idea to go back, to be honest, just so I can go back to the save point. Just to bring him back to life, because I didn't know that was going to kill him. I think I'll just stick with the Firebird ability, to be honest. Because if Big Bang just blows him up and kills him, then yeah, that could be problematic. I mean, it's interesting that it has an ability like that, but at the same time, it's a bit of a liability having to like heal him all the time. So yeah, I'll stick with Firebird. Firebird's still pretty good and makes Phoenix pretty viable. Like, definitely better than using like the Dragon one. I'm not too keen on the Dragon one, to be honest. The Dragon one was kind of like whatever. I suppose some of the moves leading up to that. Well, actually, I don't know if that was the Dragon, but there is a move that can steal health, which is pretty handy. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't very good for bosses, obviously, but like other than that, like, it's pretty shit. I mean, you do need the Dragon to access a certain area. You need Fire Breath, if I recall. Right. Ah, crap. We buggered that one. And now we're surrounded by ectoplasm. Yeah, I just need to cross this gap just to get to the grind spot. It's this area here. And that went well. Hang on. I think I need another summon to get up here. Yeah, I don't actually think I can actually get to this point. I think I need the dragon to get here. Because you need the dragon for grind level. Yeah! So really, I'm going to give it one more try though, but I don't think I'll be able to go to this area, which is a shame because it is the best grinding area in my book. So kinda, from a gameplay perspective, getting the electric guitar was a waste of time. Yeah, that's an invisible wall, so yeah, we're not going to be able to go there. But yeah, basically there's a lot of assassins. I think they're assassin zombies, and you use the electric guitar, you get into a corner, and they'll immediately like teleport into that corner and then right into you, and then they'll just run into your attack every single time without fail. And you can just basically just sit there, mash the square button or the X button on my controller, and yeah, just sit there until they're all dead, pressing that button, because they're just going to run into it every single time. So the question is, what weapon do I want to use? Do I even want to go with the special one this time? Right, let's see, we've got a sword here, but do you want to... Shall we go with Knuckles? This is a pretty handy weapon, I like this weapon. Yeah, so he can look like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. I have enough to hit this guy up here as it is, without you interfering with me. Yeah, it's good because you get a lot of combos. Yeah, you got that attack. which is pretty handy. Oh great, more ectoplasm. I'm really not sure what freeze does, to be honest. Yeah, the breakdance skill is back. Yeah, using the knuckles is always fun, but ectoplasm is not fun. Yeah, I think it would be really handy to level up Bawsenberg, considering the fact that his magic is so powerful. Yeah, I get near him, so I can actually hit him with it. Right, there we go. It's because I'm not using the lock on. Oh, I actually need him for this, if I recall. Yeah, you need time stop to do that. And more of these Thunder Dragons. Yeah, they're always annoying. Especially in this area. Never usually find them that annoying, but in this area, I definitely do. Because they're just all on the walls. And yeah. They're in difficult to reach places in this area. Right, that went well. And he's dead, great. We really should have a death count for how many times Bawsenberg dies in this playthrough. It's probably through the roof. Yeah, I'd appreciate if you actually targeted him. But at the same time, I'm getting bombarded by this Thunder Dragon. See why they're annoying yet? So I want to target this guy, but at the same time, I don't want to get hit by this guy. The good thing about this is it has a pretty nice aerial combo. I'd probably say it's probably better to use this than the two-handed sword against them, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. Well, I could just steal from and interrupt that. Yeah. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if they just died. That'd be nice. Because I used to be doing pretty well with this weapon, but now I'm just not. Oh great, more ectoplasm, great. At least this weapon's fast though, so it can deal with ectoplasm pretty well. As long as you just keep mashing square, you can't really go wrong, can you? Because they're just going to hit you only when they're really close, and this attack's really fast as it is, so yeah. Oh great. But of course they take the one opening they can get to hitting me. And again. Right, so now it's just the spectral swords. And Bawsenberg is dead again. Wonderful, brilliant. Yeah. I'd definitely say the difficulty is taking a leap in this area. Definitely. I didn't actually mean to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to swap to something more practical. Actually, I think the most practical weapon for this would be the spear. Spear's really good against these guys. As you can see. Still can't protect me from that attack though. Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you actually stole that so they could cancel it, but it don't really matter, does it? And again, fucked up the steel. Yeah, don't get hit by that. Right, there we go. And now I need health. I really hope that I can get the spear, like Isaac's spear. Definitely want Isaac's spear because I need it to evolve Red Stinger. Because if I don't have that spear, then yeah, I won't be able to evolve it into the end. I mean, this spear, I guess it's good, but I don't know, I'm not too keen on the aesthetic of this one. It just looks weird. Not sure if there's anything to kill up here. Oh, I'm going backwards. Yeah, that explains a bit. Right, I need health. That's what I need. But I do think there is going to be a save point, so if I recall. So basically just more ectoplasm, is that it? Trying to see if these have potions in them or something. Oh, they do. Yeah, I need potions, definitely. Yeah, so far I haven't really been doing that well in this area. But yeah, I thought I could use the electric guitar more, but not if the grind area is not available, unfortunately. Oh great, these guys. Fortunately the spear is really handy against them. Like, the spears are probably some of the best weapons in this game if you ask me. Some of the more flexible weapons. I mean, I like the sword as well. God, I'm nearly dying now. I'm gonna have to bring out freaking healer, because at the end of the day, like, Bosenberg just keeps dying anyways, so... Oh, great, not the move I wanted. Especially not considering the fact that I can't actually hit him. Great. Right. Can I use proper heal? There we go. Use it again. And time heal. There we go. Right, kill the freaking dragons first because they're a bitch to deal with. Right, there we go. Once they're dead, I can focus on the other guys. And those guys are probably weak to the swords, so... Ah, great. That was badly timed. Yeah, you want to deal as much damage as possible to these guys, so yeah, the two-handed sword is really handy. Adamantine, now if I recall, that'll make something useful. But what was it? It wasn't that. It was down here maybe? Nope, not that. Oh, I remember. No wonder I was having a hard time. Yeah, I need better armor. I was wondering why I was having such a tough time, but now I know. Because I didn't have the best armor in the area. Like, it does make a difference when you have good armor. It does, believe it or not. Right, there's the boss. Now, I don't remember much about this boss, to be honest. Apparently he has an important item to steal. But I don't know if I'll be able to steal it, to be honest. I'm definitely going to save, though. Because I'm not sure how well I'll do here. I probably want to equip the bastard sword for now, just to see what we can do with it. And then we'll see if we can kill this bastard and maybe steal from him as well. Forgotten how you steal from him though, which could be problematic. I didn't actually manage to steal from him before, so yeah. And this area looks a bit familiar, if you ask me. It reminds me of the area you fight Virgil in with like the bloodstream things. Oh great, that went well. Great start. I'm going to bring out Red Stinger for this because I need someone to tank hits apparently. Alright, so basically you have to steal from them in the air. No wonder this is so freaking hard to steal. No wonder I didn't steal originally. Yeah, now I know why this was so hard to do. Because you have to get it in the air and then you have to steal from them there. Brilliant. This is going to be really fun, isn't it? Let's just start with BMG and just have him use his liquid thing, I guess. Mercury Sphere. Right, I'm not sure if you can block it or not. It's all about trial and error at this point, really. Yeah, I forget whether you can block it or not. I could probably kill him, but stealing from this guy is just going to be a pain in the ass. I can tell. It is. It's just going to be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't going to be fun. Not options, summon, please. Boss and Burst's not going to be able to do much here. Oh great, that went well. Well, that's great. Oh, this ability, I remember this ability. Freaking curse. Like, if you don't have a curse ring in this, you're gonna really... This fight's gonna be a bitch to do. Thank God, I really wish I had the curse ring for this fight, I really do. It would have been so much easier with it. But because I don't, I'm probably just gonna have to kill him. I can't steal from this guy. It's not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I'm just gonna have to kill him, and that's it. Stealing from this guy is just not gonna happen at all. Great. part of me just wants to restart the boss because there's not much that I can do here. Boss and Bird is absolutely useless, so I don't know what freeze does. Is it actually possible? Oh, it does wear off. Thank God. Right, let's just see if I can actually do something to this guy without him actually interfering with everything I do. Every single time I try to do something, it's just interference. And yeah, I was holding the block button, but nope. This is going to be rough, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's just going to be one of those battles of attrition that's just going to take forever to do. Yeah, you can't even block that attack, which is really annoying. I wonder if you can actually do that. No, you can. You can't actually escape from a boss fight, because this is one of those moments where I would legitimately want to do that. Because I'm probably going to lose this. There's just, like, I've lost everything within seconds. I don't even know what that is. Or that, to be honest. Hang on a minute. What does Sallet require? Gallic helmet. That requires leather helm. Why have I not got a leather helmet? Let's get one. Why I didn't get this piece of equipment before, I have no idea. And I need it. No wonder I'm having a hard time. Oh, hang on a minute. That requires Damascus steel. Yeah. No wonder I don't have that helmet, because I can't decide whether to use the freaking... Yeah, this isn't easy at all. I mean, I haven't even taken him down to half health yet, and I'm still having problems. Already. This attack is just ridiculously annoying. In so many ways. Like, I cannot even begin to stress how annoying that attack is. Yep, this ain't gonna be good. This ain't gonna end well at all. Well, here we go, it's all or nothing, and I'm cursed and everything's going wrong. Oh, great. This curse is so annoying. Like, I literally can't do shit when you're cursed. You can't. You're fucked. It's over. So basically, I've lost this fight. I can't move, so I'm fucked. Curse in this game is so annoying. It really is. If you run out of uncurse, you are fucked. Like, you literally can't do shit. Yeah, this ain't gonna last. I'm done. I have to do this again. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna survive this. Yeah, I had to use that freaking cursed door, whatever it's called, just to bring myself back to life, and I'm cursed again! I can't fucking do shit again. It's annoying that you can't block that. It really is. Well, that's my first death in the stream. Right, and basically don't even try to steal from him, I guess. Because it's just... The boss itself is a pain in the ass as it is. In fact, what I should do is not start with the freaking fairy, because the fairy heals me. If I start with the fairy, I'm going to get analed, so best not to start with the fairy at all. Maybe then I can focus on stealing him. I think that's what ultimately killed me, because I couldn't heal, I couldn't do shit, because the fairy was dead immediately. The moment that the fight started, he instantly did that jump attack and killed the fairy, so I was fucked immediately. Well, I didn't kill the fairy, but it weakened it to the point that I was nearly dead. Yeah, if you don't have... Yeah, that attack fucked me. And I couldn't get through it again. Oh, I've got this weapon equipped. I want to equip the freaking sword already. It's easier to hit this guy when you have a fast weapon, instead of like a slow weapon, like the freaking two-hander, which sucks against this guy. Wrong menu! Yeah. Basically, the point in this fight is to just basically just use your summons as cannon fodder. Because at the end of the day, they're just not going. You're just not going to survive otherwise. I suppose I can try magma mode. I don't know really what that does, but oh, for God's sake. Trying to pile on as much DPS as possible. Like, is that enough hits with that ground stomp attack for you, buddy? Like, how am I supposed to avoid all that? Do I have to use the freaking time stop to avoid it or something? Oh boy, here it comes. And you can't block it. You can't do shit. Yeah, this boss has a lot of bullshit attacks. Like, if you don't freaking know that he's going to do that immediately, then you're going to die just because you don't know that he's going to do that. And you have to be right next to him when he does it as well, which is also a pain in the ass. Like, the only attacks that are blockable of his are his freaking sword swings. That's it. Everything else is completely unblockable. Right, let's heal first. Might as well use the fast heal because at the end of the day. And I got cursed regardless. Yeah, my advice is to stock up on curse heals or buy a curse ring before you fight this guy, because otherwise you are going to have a hard time. Especially if you want to steal from him. If you want to steal from him, curse ring is mandatory. You can't do that. You can't steal from this guy without it. It's just impossible. Unless you get really fucking lucky and just steal from him immediately. And the chances of that happening, considering his move, like that's his move, like that's the move that you have to steal from. Like he just does it instantly, so you basically have no time to like learn where his move is. He's just going to do it at random, and it's just like, yeah. Yeah, I should use another potion as well. I'm going to see if I can steal from him, actually. Steal that freaking goddamn purple glitter from him. But it's so hard! And he deals fuck ton of damage as well. Like, you have to be right next to him if you want to steal from that. And that's dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I still got hit by it, regardless. Even though I was trying to dodge it, and I clearly was planning on jumping to avoid it, but nope. See, this is what I mean. He does it instantly. You don't have any time for preparation. Right, let's just kill this bastard. Once curse disappears, of course. Yeah, I'm not going to steal from him, ever. No wonder I didn't steal from him in my original playthrough, that's why. I mean, I didn't die to him, but I clearly had a hard time against him. And his steal, like, to steal from him, you have to be perfect to do it.
What is this?
But yeah, it's pretty obvious that the sword is probably the best weapon for him, because at the end of the day, you need decent damage but also decent speed so that you don't have to, like, because he'll attack a lot.
This enormous power. Dracula's castle? Have I arrived too late?
Speaking of which, the game seems like it's going to get a lot harder as well.
I can't have you interfering beyond this point. I left that seal to end. Impossible. The seal cannot be undone except by a torrent of
I suppose when I first fought him, I did level grind, which I didn't this time.
power without ordinary sorcery. For a seal like that, the magic produced in battle is more than enough. Placing a guard there proved to be your downfall. Enough talk. Time to die.
I like how I just kissed him before he did that. And conveniently you spawn here. Right, I'm going to save first. It's a shame I never got the purple glitter, but you know, you've got to be insane to get that. You have to be. Right, if you can get that purple glitter, you're a better man than me, because there's just no way that I'm going to be able to get that at all. I mean, the fight itself, like, it's not, like, it's not the hardest fight ever, but stealing from him is just freaking an absolute bitch to do. It really is. Because, like, when you're trying to steal from him, you're also dealing with all the bullshit like curse and stuff. Like, if you have the curse ring, it's a lot easier to fight that fight. And I think I had the curse ring when I did fight him, if I recall. Or either that or I had a lot of them curses. This time I didn't, and that's why I had a lot of trouble. And also I think this has opened a lot of areas as well, like secret areas and stuff.
Before you stands Dracula's castle.
Why?
The curse that was unleashed 3 years ago still emanates from it. Does this mean the sword
I like how you've only just reached Dracula's castle in the game.
It's likely the remnants of Dracula's magic. And all because of me. Damn.
I know not what happened here in the past, but there's no time for regret. We must try to
I like how it says there's now time for regret in the text, instead of no.
I may be
Yeah, only Hector can find the secret burger sauce.
It is he who slew Dracula before. He can help us now.
Alas, he cannot.
Why?
He suffered a terrible injury. I barely saved his life, but even now it hangs by a thread. It was my brother's work and no other.
Like, they wouldn't just kill him off.
The Devil Forge Master is easily susceptible to Dracula's magic. Do not let the curse take hold of you. I'm certain that she would not wish you to pay such a price for your revenge.
So, you know about Rosalie?
The hour is late. Away to your purpose.
And you to safety. Back to your home.
Hector, please do not die.
Yeah, we get it. There's more important things to do, like storming Dracula's castle, which we need this apparently to do so. But yeah, I'm guessing that this is going to be pretty tough now that I haven't actually grinded and that lot. I suppose I really should bring in Biophoenix to level him up, but at the same time, like by the end, I just really want to stick with the sword. But I don't know if I could get the stuff for the spear. That'd be handy. I've forgotten how to get the spear. That's the problem. Yeah, I think I'll level up Biophoenix first before I do anything. Because at least that way I can stick with the sword for now. And at least I can make a start on Dracula's castle. Because this place is pretty long. I mean, it is the final area. I still haven't been able to steal from freaking Slogger yet. Like, this is the first part. Well, actually, no, a lot of this dungeon is very samey. I mean, that's the thing, like, the abandoned castle in this game is probably one of the better looking areas. Well, I won't say it's the best. Well, there's some good looking areas in certain areas, I suppose, like the Garibaldi temple's not bad, but like the abandoned castle is probably the best of all the areas and how they look, I suppose. This, compared to the abandoned castle, looks a bit like whatever, because it's like a lot of the rooms just look very much the same. Like, I would have preferred if this was the starting dungeon of the game and the abandoned castle was the final dungeon of the game or whatever, or area or whatever. That would probably be a lot cooler if you ask me. Because the abandoned castle, it just looks better than this. Like, to say that this is supposed to be Dracula's castle, like, everywhere looks the same. Which is a bit of a pain. And that's one of the complaints I have with this game, like, everywhere looks the freaking same for the most part. Yeah, Gaibon always gets me as well. I always have more trouble with Gaibon than I do with Slogger, always. I'm glad I don't have it on auto, otherwise he'd use Big Bang and kill himself. That would be annoying. But I'd rather have the sacrifice brooch, to be honest. That way I don't end up, like, losing too much of my health. And I didn't use the sacrifice brooch much at all originally, but I think it's going to be really handy here. Great. Nice to dodge all of it. Right, let's just use this. There we go. Best way to deal with them. I still think that carpet bomb is pretty useful though. But I like Firebird, it looks cool. Oh yeah, oh we got a high potion. At least we got that back, that's expensive. Right, there we go. Right, I forget if this leads to the room I'm thinking it leads to. Oh no, I think that's on a different floor to be honest. Right. Right, there we go. I thought that would work. To be honest, I'm going to swap weapons for this. Because these guys really handy to use the two-handed sword on them. Wow, he survived. This guy's got a lot of freaking health. Especially to survive that. Yeah, this attack's really good against them. You know, a lot of this game comes down to picking the right weapon for the job. If you pick the wrong weapon, you're going to have a really hard time. But yeah, at least I know that you can actually heal curse automatically now. I used to think it was permanent, but apparently not. I guess if it was permanent, then it would be a bit too cruel. Like, that boss would be just, like, ridiculously hard if it was. Like, just that boss would be unfair if it was. I don't think the boss is unfair, I just think it's just a bit of a pain. But yeah, it didn't help that I had the freaking fairy summoned. That was the thing that caused me to lose that boss fight. Had I not had the fairy summoned, I probably would have won because I would save the fairy for last and used its healing spells, but because the fairy took so much of a beating, it didn't really end that way, did it? I think that's the point that I was talking about. Oh shit. Yeah. Not sure if this is the best weapon for the spirits. But Bad Phoenix is back. And that can only be a good thing. Yeah, I need to get those potions back. Like, maybe if I had a full inventory of potions it would have helped, I don't know. Might as well try Big Bang, I guess. Yeah, even though it kills him. I take it I can't pick those up. Okay. Ah, the moment I targeted him, he hit me. Right, there we go. So, I can't really go that way. Actually, I think I'm supposed to go that way, but I just can't go that way until I get Battle Phoenix back in full health. Which requires hats, and yeah, that means I have to kill more of these guys and not get hit by them. Which is difficult when you find them with a two-handed sword. So now I need to get more of them. Oh, they're all dead. Right, so I'm going to have to go backtrack just to get some hearts. Great. In some cases the sacrifice brooch isn't a good idea, but considering the fact that I've been playing so shit recently, it's probably a good idea to keep it on. Right, that's just ceramics. What I need is that. Yeah. Stop that, please. But that's just one heart. Right, that's enough to get it back. Good. Right. Now I can use glide. I need to do that so I can get to the next area. In doing so I have to avoid these spirit enemies as well. Right, there we go. Ah, oh, that was close, but we managed to get across. And we got these guys again. Right, so now we can finally make progress again. Right, no it isn't. Hang on, there was a room over there. What was that all about? Maybe this is the area I was thinking of. Yeah, it is. The chair area. So this is optional, is this? Yeah. That's annoying, buddy. Right, there we go. Might as well grab the chair. A highbrow chair. Not sure it's a rare item like it claims to be. It's just an office chair. Yeah, I have to go the other way, don't I? So yeah, you didn't really need to use the Phoenix to get across. I could have just gone through the other door. Oh, actually I did need to use the Phoenix to get across. My mistake. Yeah, I needed to get in here. There's a lot of big rooms in this game, but not as many enemies as I'd like right now. Got some frost demons. Well, that wasn't actually the move I wanted to use. I wanted to use the lightning move, but whatever. That's why you wish you had the... Yeah, that's the thing, the slowness. That's why I like to dodge around a lot. Yeah, I need to really equip the... whatchamacallit for these guys. The Baraka knuckle things. And not get hit by that the moment I go into the air. Yeah, this is the best way to deal with these guys. Hit them with some knuckles. Great, I'm getting trapped in the freaking... I can't get the things anymore. Because it seems to be trapped in the environment. Which is weird. Yeah, that's the thing, I use the dodge like this. I just try and time the dodges as fast as possible so I can get from A to B quickly. Right. Freaking spirits are just everywhere right now. Yeah. Yeah, this game can actually be pretty tough, it seems. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like this game a lot. But, as I say, its flaws do stick out like a sore thumb. Like, it's one of those games where the flaws are just right in your face all the time, but not too terrible to like the point that they just piss you off. I mean, at least you do have the ability to... Right, hang on. Yeah, might as well steal. But yeah, this is another awkward combination of enemies right here. You got spirits that are constantly trying to get you, as well as these guys. And it's just like getting rid of one set of enemies and then the other set of enemies will be a cakewalk. You have to get rid of one set of enemies first, otherwise you're going to have a hard time. Right, I'll go this way. Yeah, I'm glad I got that. Yeah, more of these things. Probably the best thing I could have done against these guys. Actually, no, this is probably the best thing I can do against them. Yeah, probably the best thing to do, really. Because they're just annoying. Yeah, once you get the rhythm right and the dodging, it's a lot easier than you might think. You can actually get around fast, but you just have to get the timing right. As you can see, and not do like that. You just gotta push your luck a little. And I'm just going around in circles now. Great. So what was the point in going back there? Well, at least we know we don't have to go back there. Oh yeah, I never stole from him. And I can see what you mean by that was ridiculously bull as well. That was, like, because you had to steal from him before he used that massive attack. Right, is that the save room? Or is that just another room? I'm probably not going to go in there. To be perfectly honest, like, this was not one of those days where... This is really not one of those days where I'm playing this game well, is it? Like, I've been really playing shit with this game right now. I really need to concentrate more, to be honest. But really, I'm just playing this game like just chill at the moment. Oh girl, the final guards. Right. Suppose that's an effective way of dealing with him. That Firebird attack's pretty handy, to be honest. Or whatever it's called. Yeah, Firebird. It's pretty handy because like it seems to bypass the final guard's armor, which is nice. Yeah, I never get enough of that move. That's one thing I will say that I do like about this game, like the combos that you can do and the weapon variety and stuff. That's one of this game's strong points. Like there's lots of different weapons and they like got different combos depending on which weapon you use and stuff. And that's before you even start with the special weapons. Oops, I wanted to use the finisher. Oh well. Got him. Right, I'm probably just gonna go. We're in the basement level apparently. Yeah, change of aesthetic to like torture room. Like, how many torture rooms do you need? I mean, sure, I get it. You're like Dracula and you like to torture people, but how many torture rooms do you need? Like, that's the thing about, like, out of all the castles in the series, this game's castle has to be, like, the most impractical one. Because every room is just empty or just pointless. Yeah. To be honest, this weapon is pretty decent against these guys, actually. Oh, we got a double shard, nice. That'll be handy. Whoa. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm going the right way. Because this place is long. And there's a lot of rooms that look very much the same. To the point that you could really lose a lot of progress by going the wrong direction. And yeah, we know how long it takes to walk from place to place. So yeah, you definitely want to solve that problem very quickly. Yeah, these guys, the dragon things are not as tough in this area as they are in the freaking infinite corridor, if you ask me. Yeah, although I would like to actually target him, which would be very nice instead of targeting that guy, just so I can actually, you know, focus the camera on him so I can hit him. That'd be nice. Yep, the dodge is quite possibly the most important skill in the game. Not just for, like, not just for avoiding attacks, but also from getting to from place to place. I mean, I'm also like blocking over dodging usually. That's one of the things I like about this game. Like, the blocking is actually really good. Like, it's really well designed. Better than most games' blocking systems. Let's put it that way. Like, it just does what it says, no strings attached, no bullshit. I mean, yeah, it doesn't block everything, but when it does, it's really handy because you can block and then go straight, like, back into an attack, which is really handy. Well, that went well. And they're all dead. Right, can go in the back way. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with death. Death's gonna be tough. Sorry, but I can't understand a word of that. I only understand English, I'm afraid. Firebirds, well, Phoenix is taking a beating. These dragons are really wanting to kill that freaking Phoenix. But it's not surprising considering it's a freaking fiery bird. If I was an ice dragon, I'd want to kill a fiery bird very quickly. To be honest, I really should swap to Balsam Earth now. Well, that went well, didn't it? Because I seem to be using this weapon a lot now. But yeah, that's one thing I'll definitely say about this game, is that all the weapons are worth using. Unlike in like Symphony of the Night, where the only weapons I really used for the most part was swords, and obviously there's the shield rod and stuff, but the knuckle weapons, like, not really. I never really saw a purpose to use them. I just always preferred using swords because it's better in my book. Yeah, freeze I'm not sure about. I mean, it doesn't cost many hearts to be honest, but yeah, it's not really the best skill ever. But yeah, it's like Knuckles are really good against these flying demons, or any airborne enemies. It's kind of the anti-air in a way. And that's really important in this area around here. Because you've got these frost demons around. I mean, it's hard enough trying to keep freaking Balsam Earth alive. Let alone keeping myself alive. Ooh, potion. I guess I can use one of my potions just to fully heal myself. Definitely going to need that later. Like, I wonder if I still have that Raymond. I don't even know if I do. Oh yeah, I do. That'll be handy. Especially for the upcoming battles. I suppose with that battle against the last boss in Infinite Corridor, it didn't help that I didn't remember the boss fight at all. Oh god, these guys. Now, what did I use before? I think I used the spears. In which case... Actually, you know what? Let's try it. Yeah, this is the best way to deal with these guys at this point, it seems. You're mine now, boys. Yeah, all dead. They couldn't handle the power of metal. It was just too much for them. But yeah, I do want a more practical weapon now. Oh yeah, I want to get the knuckles equipped, don't I? Because the knuckles are really good in this. I mean, I know that the next boss is a bit of a pain, but as I say, fighting death afterwards is going to be a real, even more of a pain. Yeah, this will be handy. Yeah. It's kind of getting annoying watching Boss and Biff die now. Those mages really don't last long, do they? Right. Yeah. Now you can die now, I've stole your gold. Maybe I shouldn't have used that ability. Would have probably been for the best, to be honest. All things considered. It would be nice if you could turn off double dodge and at the same time... Well, I know what I'm doing now. Nope, can't do it when they're all attacking me at once. There we go. And they should be all dead. If they're not all dead, then they will be soon. Yeah, I want to get that hamburger. And I shouldn't have started attacking. Right, there we go. Just so you can get a better view. Whoops, that completely missed them. Yeah, now I've dealt with those gladiators, probably be a good idea to swap back to the patter. There we go. Makes things a lot easier. And they're dead. And now we have another floor of this to go. Great. But we did get another high potion, which is always good. Oh great. Yeah, that attack's really handy. I'd say the knuckles are really good at this point in the game. They really are. Especially once you get the patter, that's when the knuckles really start to become like awesome again. Like they're some of the better, like, well, they're definitely some of the cooler looking knuckles if you ask me. Like when you see them in the like in the menus, they don't look that long, but when you actually use them, they're like miniature swords, and well, they kind of are swords in a way, even though they're knuckles. They're like blade arm swords or something. Nope, more of these. Yeah, you can use that AoE move to kill them, which is pretty handy. Especially once you get the rhythm going. And you can kill them in the air as well, which makes it pretty flexible and great dealing with large quantities of enemies as well. Which makes it one of the better weapons if you ask me. I mean, there probably is a better weapon later on, maybe. But, because that's the thing, like, aside from the special weapons, the weapons don't really have any unique properties. Like, you just have the ultimate of those weapons, if that makes sense. Like, the best sword, the best, like, two-handed sword, the best knuckles, the best spear, the best axe, you know what I mean? And yeah, they're all the best of their kind, but the patter is the first one that allows you to do that finisher, which makes it really useful. Oh wow, we got bronze. Unfortunately though. We also have to deal with these guys. Freaking fleamen, and the level 40 ones as well. Just to rub it in. Just to rub more salt into the wound. But these skeletons, like, why? Why even bother? Like, what's the point in even trying? Like, these guys are pathetic. Yeah, I need more bronze actually. But yeah, aside from the fact that Hector runs slow, really, and the repetitive environments, really there aren't that many issues with this game. Like, not really much that I can name. I mean, yeah, there's a few balancing issues, but I don't think that it makes the game unplayable. I just think that it makes you want to play as certain innocent devils over others. Like, for example, Corpsey, which is ridiculously good. Ooh, I've got a miracle egg. Those are really handy. And Throne of Bones. Why would you invent something that's not fun to sit in? Like, that doesn't sound like a good idea. You got this mural here. At least it's something different, I suppose. So, I guess we've gone too far. Hang on. Where were we supposed to go again? I think I know where I was supposed to go, to be honest, but I need to summon Red Stinger to get there. But yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't know really if I've got the right build for Boston Birth. I know that I think the original build that I had when I played the game for like my first playthrough was probably better than the one I've got now, to be honest. Because I don't really know if Freeze is any good, to be honest. Like, I guess it's handy in some cases, but like it deals some damage, I suppose, but I don't know, I expected something more interesting, to be honest. But I don't know what Goathead's gonna do, so we'll see. What? Because I actually had some pretty useful moves when I used the mage before. I remember I had a move called Demonic Disaster, which dealt a lot of damage, but The move that I enjoyed the most was Explosion. Like, that move was really good because, like, it gives you, like, nuclear missiles which surround you. It's really good DPS against, like, some of the tougher bosses. So, yeah. I found myself using that a lot. It was always useful. Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to go. I need to get out to Red Stinger. And slip underneath. Yeah, I want to know how to get the... I think it's called the Clam Solaris, if I recall. I need to remember where to get Isaac's weapon, because I really do need it if I want to get the end. I've got the egg, magical egg thing, but just don't know how to get that spear again. I've forgotten. Surely there'll be an item somewhere. Yeah, it seems that freeze just deals a bit extra damage. That's basically it. I suppose it's instantaneous, so it's not all bad. Well, I suppose that attack's alright, but I prefer Explosion, to be honest. Oh shit, he's gonna blow. Don't get hit by that. Yeah, I think freeze would be really useful against it. I guess it is handy, I suppose, but yeah. Well, actually, consider it's made out of fire, it would probably melt, but then it turns to water and yeah, it would probably be pretty bad. So you couldn't probably freeze him, but you could probably turn that frost into water, which would possibly wound him. Yeah, this was definitely the right weapon for the job. Definitely picked the right weapon here. Unfortunately though, Borsenberg is dead again. That's the problem with using the Mage Demon. He dies too quickly. Now I've got another fly buzzing around me. Great. Frenzy of Wind. Hang on, do I actually need that? Oh no, that's not the exact thing I need. For the spear at least. Right, that's one combo done, but I need to keep avoiding this guy's attack, which isn't working very well. Right. Now, I've had some close calls in this playthrough, but yeah, looks like I've finally met my match with the boss at freaking Infinite Corridor. But I'm still getting my ass handed to me even now. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to swap weapons because this isn't working. Let's go with the Dosanger for now. Get a bit of reach. Yeah, this will help. Fight wind with wind. Shit. Yeah, this is going really well. Not. I'm gonna have to bring out the fairy and heal now. Right. Yeah, thanks for that. Right. I guess we'll bring out BMG, why not? I suppose, as I say, Mercury Sphere works a bit like Firebird. So, you're just going to sit there and not kill this Ifrit? I guess so. But yeah, now that I've healed up, I need to swap back to Voltenberg and bring him back to life. I actually don't know if this is his final evolution, to be honest. I do want to learn some moves with him, so yeah. Fortunately, there's a save point. To be honest, I'm thinking of going to see if I can maybe gather some items or something. I'm gonna just register a memorial ticket. I don't know, because at this point the game's gonna get tricky. I know that much. Right. Let's just go back to Julia's shop a sec. First I need to make sure I've got enough potions. I think I have.
Come on in. What can I get you today? What will it be today?
Right, I need some of these.
Will that do it? Anything else? Thanks as always. Take care.
Just in case I need them. Right, so as you can see, ceremonial tool. I need it for that, and this is something important. That's carbon steel. Yeah, this is really tricky. Do I really want to lose that? Like, this is usually the point where I would, like, save scum until I get what I want. Pretty much. But I think I just have to make a decision. Do I want that, or do I want this axe thing? This. Merclag, huh? And I think I know what this is, to be honest. And yeah, I don't think it's worth getting. But I don't think I can get anything with that. So really, I think I'm just going to get this, whatever I get. Sports kit. Bat, sports jersey. Right. I think that's used for something. But yeah, I could have got that weapon, but oh well. Yeah, you need Damascus steel for that, but you also need Damascus steel for something else, a helmet. Well, that's carbon steel. I suppose what I'll do, I can get the barrel helm, I suppose. I don't know if that is better than the armor. No, it isn't. But what's this? Knuckle. Knuckle Duster sports jersey, what's that? Right, hang on. Right, I need that. I need that. Let's use that as the sports jersey and get champion glove. Okay. I guess I'll see what this is. Actually, I think I know what that is, and to be honest, I think this would be better to get. Frying pan, yeah. There is a use for that, by the way. The question is, do I want to... Because I know there's a Damascus steel thing somewhere. But there it is, for a helmet. To be honest, I'm thinking of going with the sword. Maybe I'll end up kicking myself for that later. But oh well. Yeah, I really didn't need to come back here, I suppose. I was just trying to see if I could get the sword so I could... So that I could, like, combine it, but at the end of the day I didn't really need to. I used it on something else. I could use a guide, but I just couldn't be bothered to. So yeah, this is going to be a really rough around the edges playthrough, isn't it? Right, I'm going to equip the patter again, because it is really useful. Agent B. Don't know what that is. Oh, that looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Question is, how am I gonna beat freaking Death then? I think what I'm gonna have to do, here's the thing. I think before the fight I'm probably gonna call it a stream, and then once I've done that, and I won't worry because this place is long as it is, but once I've done that, I'll look into like the shit and that I need to find to get the spear for the end, because I think the end will be really important. I mean, it would be a lot easier if I had the extra slot for the, what do you call it, for the things. I forgot what they are now. Like innocent devils, that's it. I was about to call them legions, but yeah, they're not legions, despite what I might like to believe. But yeah, like, I think you can get an extra slot though, but I forget how. I think you get an extra accessory slot from the Tower of like Eternity or whatever. But maybe it's an actual summon slot, I don't know. I know you get an extra summon slot by getting the final innocent devil, but the final innocent devil's a bitch to get, and I don't know if I'll be able to get that in this playthrough. That would probably require me to go through the Tower of Eternity. I know what you need to do to get him, and it is in this area as well, but I don't think I'll be able to get it because, oh god, that is two really good items. The moment that I don't need it, I get them. Brilliant. I'm gonna swap. But who to? That's the question. Val Phoenix would be handy, I guess. Yeah, I'll go with him. Not items, equip. That's what I wanted. Funnily enough, same power. I suppose I can try this weapon out with it. Rapier. Yeah, rapiers are pretty interesting in this game, not gonna lie. Yeah, they're pretty nice to use, not gonna lie. And you got this spikes that appear out of nowhere attack. Oh crap. And I want the assassin zombies. I'm sure that was talking about with that the grinding area, but something else. But I've forgotten what they're called now. Right. Yeah, Firebird will deal with it. Well, it should do. Or not, because he's just going to go underground and be annoying again. Yeah, eat spikes. I still find it weird how, like, a spike trap appears the moment like, you stab the sword into the ground. Like, how does that even make sense? But whatever. There we go. There's a Cyclops down. Yeah, I find that move's pretty handy as well. In some cases you could argue it's more handy than that last move that I used. Yeah, could you pop out please? Save me having to like try and wait for you to come out all the time. Once again I get an item that I'm full of. So yeah. I guess I really don't need to kill those torches then, do I? I suppose I could have, like, used the steel, but yeah, there's a lot of reused enemies around here, aren't there? There's some old loot that's kind of obsolete at this point. Like indigo steel, like we don't need indigo steel anymore. Yeah, this is one long area, isn't it? Oh shit. This is what I need. And let's just bring BMG out for this. There we go. Gone. No. Gotta love the electric guitar. Hopefully Mercury Stream doesn't move him out of the way. Yeah, you thought you could get away, did you? Right. 4th floor, we're getting there. At least we've been swapping around our, like, innocent devils a lot more now. That's one thing for certain. Oh great, Death Rippers. Fuck these guys, seriously. Oh, they're all dead the moment I pull out Homing Eye, great. Yeah, let's use magma mode then. Yeah. I'm not sure what magma mode does, but I already like it. It's better than nothing, I guess. Right. Now I can make some more progress. And down the long corridor, like, what's the point in this one corridor here? Like, we get it, like, it's just a long corridor, a pointless long corridor as well. No enemies, nothing, it's just a long corridor, like, why even bother? Yeah, got him. Yeah. See why I like this weapon? Yeah, it's really awesome. Especially when you know how to use it. Right, we're back here by the looks of it. Did I go the right way? That's a good question. No, I didn't. I went the wrong way. Great. Maybe this will be a handy weapon against these guys. I don't know. Maybe this is the weapon I needed all along. Right, here we go. No, one of them's out. Oh, not for long though. Yeah, you can just hit press and speed things up. Yeah, there's still those freaking Death Rippers around. Proof that metal solves everything right there, people. Right, there we go. I think it's a good time to call the stream now because one, I have to get the freaking spear to get to get the Innocent Devil evolution for Red Stinger, and two, I'm starting to get really tired, so yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream now, guys. Thanks for coming, KJ Gamer, and I'll see you next time.